Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hearthstone. All we have to do today is win 2 games between the Priest and Warlock. We're gonna kind of try and speed run it today. Start with the Priest. I had an incredibly lucky episode before this in which I got 5 victories in 6 games. If I can get 2 victories in 2 games, we'll be done. Maybe go for a shortest episode. As short of an episode as we could possibly do. That would give you, if I get 2 victories in
shall bring victory.
2 games, that would be about twice as long as if I was to record just 1 game per episode, which it would be a very silly thing to do. Admittedly, I don't think I'd ever actually do that. It would be only because I had just given up on quests and was keeping the series going for some other reason, and I don't see a reason why I would do that. If I'm not going to bother to do the quest to get gold, then I'm pretty much going to just abandon the series completely. I played a little bit of Magic Origins, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to actually do a video on it. I just kind of loaded the thing, to be honest, and started with the tutorial just to see if it looked exactly the same as Magic 2015, and it seems like it's similar enough to satisfy my doubts. I'd have to, if I was going to get into Magic, I would have to do it because I was getting out of Hearthstone. Is the only way that would really work. And I'm okay with that concept, but I would have to find something in Magic that made me like the game, and I just don't like the game compared to Hearthstone, because Magic is a very old game and it's using some very old concepts that if they were to come out with a new version and throw out a lot of the stuff that is just legacy stuff and make it more like Hearthstone, then maybe I could, from that, reboot this new concept, consider it. But then you would have to say, well, this reboot is going to have to take all the cards that are balanced to the old systems that I want gone, and it's going to have to figure out some way to
in the light's name,
no longer make that the case. I mean, I am set well for this. I am set up well for this one.
Silver moon shall not fall.
Okay. We play
My
this.
shield for Argon.
Play this. Counter spells. Oh darn. Oh darn, a counter spell. Let's see, I could take this and take this guy out. But I think I'll just focus all on the face. You know what? How about that? End the turn there. So I guess I should have probably attacked this, then used this to kill that. Yeah. The only thing I really like in Magic is their art. They have a large collection of art that they've paid artists, all kinds of artists to paint. So you could definitely expose that and have that be bigger. But the interface for Magic Origins just looks horrible. Let's see. How do I want to do this? No.
Well played.
Into
Play
the
this.
breach.
Play this. There we go. The interface has the cards be really tiny, at an angle. It's impossible to see them, to show them off. And so the thing that's their best thing in my opinion, is the thing they're not really showing off at all. And there's just tons of terminology, tons of something, yep. Tons of mechanics, tons of things with the whole land stuff that you definitely want land to just be thrown out in the reboot.
Gul'dan versus
And
Uther.
It wouldn't
I
be
will
terrible.
fight
Magic's
with
been going
honor.
on
Your
for so
throne
long.
shall be
It wouldn't be
mine.
terrible if they made a different game to introduce people to the same cards, except for it would be a different card back, so you couldn't just transfer them over. That allows them to continue selling them if they want to continue down that path. It's a dumb path that they should eventually just go straight digital. But say you're gonna get one land
Job's done.
per turn, just like this. You're gonna tap the land to summon things, and all the things are gonna have summons, but instead of having different colored mana like you do in Hearthstone in Magic, you'll just have one colored mana. So what they should do is take the decades of Magic's history and compress that down to a simplified version that's closer to Hearthstone, while all at the same time Hearthstone will probably be doing the exact opposite. And it wouldn't surprise me if at a certain point they do introduce a different style of mana and things like that. And make the game more complicated. Hearthstone almost is definitely going to get more complicated. We know that even from the Grand Tournament announcement. It's just going to get more and more complicated as it grows, and it wouldn't hurt to
Powering up. Portals online.
for there to be a system of rings, like a simple ring where only classic cards work, and then a Goblins vs. Gnomes ring where only classic and Goblins vs. Gnomes are allowed to be played, and you just work through those rings. So if somebody's a new player, you say, well, just play on the classics with these people for a while so you can learn the basics. Then we'll throw in Goblins vs. Gnomes, then we'll throw in the Grand Tournament, and you can level up and start learning more concepts as you become an expert at the game. And that's really where I think Magic should go with it. They should. I think they put way too much into the Planeswalker stuff, since that was something that never existed when I was playing many, many decades ago. I was playing back in Ice Age, for reference, which is really, really long. And I only played for a very short amount of time. With admittedly a bunch of jerks too that stole all my cards and gave me terrible trades and would cheat like crazy, which is a major problem with actually playing Magic against people, is that it's just if kids are playing it, they're gonna do it. And the rules themselves have this whole gambling mechanic that is ridiculous and shouldn't be in the game, where even if you have good cards, you'll end up losing them because it gets gambled away. it was real sleazy.
Job done.
Basically, Magic has always been sleazy. Uh, the new cards that they come out are just like a fresh coat of paint over the old cards that they ban in all tournament plays, and make it do their very best to make it so nobody can play any of the old cards, so they can sell you the new cards, which are the same things. And that's kind of the problem they would most run into if they were to start fresh, is that they'd say, well, we've got 20 cards here that do the exact same thing. We need to take one of those and have just that one card in there. Ooh, lucky.
I can ease your pain.
Do I want to draw a card? The only question I should be asking myself. And I think the answer is no. Very dangerous playing as a warlock to draw cards. The life tap sucks. It really sucks. Maybe with the goblins versus the grand tournament cards, we could make a better warlock deck. Improve this.
I wonder.
Once it comes out, I'm gonna remake all the decks, because why not? It's a good way to make episodes. It does something new. It does something different.
Let me
Let's see, I could hit this guy and then hit this guy and kill two of my guys, or I can just keep pounding the face, and I think I want to just keep pounding the face.
I must move quickly.
Okay. Summon this. And smash the face some more. But as it stands, Magic Origins, nah. If you have to play Magic, if you can't get it out of your system, if you can't for some reason come over to Hearthstone, the much better user interface, the much better game, in my opinion,
Let me think.
it's still not really a good one to play. I think you'd still be better off playing with your friends, unless you have no cards. And then if you have no cards, then why can't you just come over to Hearthstone? It becomes, there's a very few situations where it makes sense.
Wonder.
Plus, Magic's kind of getting to a free-to-play thing a lot more than Hearthstone is, where they're trying to force you to buy more and more. They've always been very simple, like I said, so why you want to jump on that bandwagon, I don't know.
Truth is my shield.
Okay, how am I gonna take this guy out now?
Tazingo!
This one, and
For no mega.
let's see. I could take this guy out. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. End the turn. So I can bring this guy out and hit him once. Next turn,
Something needs tinkering?
if I get lucky. I may have to life tap though. Turn after this. Darn the luck. So that's 10. Right now. If we play this. I don't even know if I want to play this. Because somebody's just gonna kill him. Let's end the turn. Yeah, even if I had this guy, you'd still probably kill him and...
Reporting for duty.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. We got
The
this,
gates are open.
and then this. And do I want to protect myself? Or just end the turn? Darn the luck. Come on, if I just hit this twice, I would have won.
Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
Come on, I need something. This. Darn it. This, if I add this and we did that, that would have worked. Nothing's gonna save me now. Unless this hits the face. Darn the luck. Man. Well, that sucks. That definitely sucks. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I'm working on doing a trilogy of spotlights with clicker games on Steam. And I'm about done with them. It's just, I'm kind of waiting to see at what level do I want to start recording. What I've seen is that people, if people do reviews, which they really don't of clicker games, they seem to do the review right from the beginning, which is a terrible way, in my opinion, to review a clicker game. Because the beginning isn't really what you're shooting for in a clicker game. The point of a clicker game is to play it, then ignore it for a day, then play it again, then ignore it for a day, and you don't even really get into the big cool parts of the game until you've played it to probably about level 100 usually. The whole thing is the numbers grow more and more and you hire more team members or upgrades of some sort, and at the very beginning you're going to be very, very limited and not even see what the game's really all about. So I've been playing all three of them for a while. Let's see. if I summon this, silence one of these, that makes this guy work like that, so I can knock that like that. There we go, and in the turn. Worst damage he can do is kill the owl. Now. What a mistake. What a mistake to kill that right there. So I probably am gonna finish it up. It's gotten to the point where even sleeping for 8 hours doesn't, because you get gold on clicker games usually when you're not, even when you're not playing. But it's gotten to the point where even sleeping for 12 hours isn't getting me a significant amount of items that I can, gold that I can actually use. So I've pretty much tapped out. And in the recording, I want to, of course, do the Ascension. Almost all the games have a Ascension style thing where you can, let's see, this, we kill this, kill this, there we go. So I want to do the recordings, ascend in the middle of the recordings, that way I'll be back to the beginning. That's what happens when you ascend, is you go back to the beginning, maybe you keep a few things, but a lot of things you don't keep, and you play again, but you get something that helps you out and makes it there's a reason to do it. If I kill this...
Is someone injured?
Do I want to use this on this one? I think I do. In the turn. Now, the last video I recorded had a whole thing where it locked up on the video like 5 seconds into it, and so I need to definitely be more careful about recording things. I wasted quite a lot of time doing that for no real reason. Okay. If I do this...
Right away.
This. This. This.
Face the light.
11 to the face. Nice. Worked pretty well. Still, he's gonna kill this with this. But we're 17 to 30, so we're pretty set for that. We could do this, but I don't want to do that, so let's do this and this. Could double his health, but let's not. If he wants to kill this guy, that's fine, that's his choice. Otherwise I can play this and kill him.
Give me a quest.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Interesting. It's actually only going to help me. So he has to decide. We play this. And we play this. And we summon this.
The damned stand ready.
And we end our turn. 15 to 25, he's got one card he can play. That is a card. Right. So we do this.
In the light's name.
This. And this. Let's get rid of this.
Fate is sealed.
Darn it. Was hoping it was gonna go the other way. Double this, and you can't kill it now. In the turn. So I've got, looks like 12 I can do. Oh darn, you can't kill this. Here we go.
Is someone injured?
Exactly what we're doing. Kill that one. Kill that one. Draw another card. Throw it out there. Get it ready. It would have been really surprising if I had won with the Warlock. That would have been rather surprising. Just wants to keep me down. Seems like. Oh well. One more turn. Unless he can play something really amazing. No, he can't. Well, this has been a real nice recording session. And we're done. 3 games. We're at 260. We'll be back when we have 3 more challenges. So yeah, that's it. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.